Yo, what's going on, guys? It is JD here, back with another episode of the No Money Spent Road to Glory, and today, sadly again, we've got no content from 2K. Oh, I can't even talk, I'm that disappointed. It's another day with no new cars, no new challenges, and this has been I can't even remember how many days in the last couple of weeks. We've had absolutely nothing, so it absolutely sucks. So today we're going to try out the new Pink Diamond Moses Malone, and we also might be adding a couple more players into the squad, and of course we've got all the comments from yesterday's two videos to go through, so still got a lot to go through, but yeah, just really disappointed that 2K have again just seemingly neglected the game. It's All-Star Weekend this weekend, so hopefully they're just planning something really good for the weekend, but I feel like I'm already disappointed at what we're going to get. I just know that somehow they're going to mess it up. It's probably just going to be one set and that's going to be it. But I'm really hoping for some actual content to play, some moment challenges, some spotlight challenges would be great. But we're just going to have to wait and see. So let's jump into it. So the limited time event today, continuing with the theme of disappointments. This is a disappointment. 200 MT for every Triple Threat Online win. Not great. It's probably going to be a bonus like, I don't know, 2,000 MT tops in a 2-hour session. So that's pretty trash. And then the agenda today, online Triple Threat, just win a game and you get 150 bonus MT. Not exactly anything to write home about. And then the usual trash in terms of using 2 players for Triple Threat Online, and then an unlimited game. So really poor in terms of the agenda and the limited time event. And then the monthly ones, we are on 12 wins, of course. After going 12-0 yesterday, we are on 12 wins out of that one. So we'll probably get that one done and get our 7,000 extra MT, which is better than nothing, I suppose, but it is still not great. So we move on to Triple Threat Offline. They've actually done quite a bit of work. So we're at 436 wins now, only 9 wins away from another 60 tokens, which is big, because that will, of course, put us back over 2,000, which just looks awesome. And I have been using this to evo up the Jeremy Lin and the Marc Gasol as well. As you can see, I've been using those two guys and then just a random bronze, doesn't matter who it is, just in there to get an easy matchup, basically. But yeah, Jeremy Lin in there doing all the scoring, and Marc Gasol just in there, 4 rebounds and the occasional score. So we move down. Nothing happening really in the auction house. We sold a jersey, that is it. Other than that, we still got all our investments and we've still got all of our diamond contracts. Nothing has really changed in that regard. And if we come and look at the contract market and the diamond contract prices, I think they are still pretty down low. So there's one there for 17k that hasn't been bought yet. There's one 15k without a bid on it. So we are going to have to wait quite some time for these prices to go back up. Hopefully this weekend, like I said, with the All-Star content, hopefully they release a lot of high-rated cards and that drives the prices of these diamond contracts up. But you just don't know with 2K, sadly. But anyway, we come down to the Evo section. Marc Gasol, halfway on the points, over halfway on the rebounds, and he's nearly at 40 games out of the 60, which is really good. And then Jeremy Lin is done in 3 out of 4 of his categories, and he's just about to come up to 1,000 points. So 600 points is all we need for Jeremy Lin to become a pink diamond, which is so exciting. So maybe tomorrow, maybe Wednesday, I don't know, but it's not going to be long. And then Marc Gasol maybe later on in the week. It's definitely going to take a little bit longer just because it needs another, like, just under 300 rebounds, which does not come easily. But 600 points comes pretty damn easily. I will probably do these 9 extra games of Triple Threat Offline just to get up to this token. I think that's a nice little milestone to hit. And then after that, it's going to be a little bit of a grind to get the next, 55 wins for Serge Ibaka. But it is still all good points for Jeremy Lin. So, players we need to check on today. We need to check on the price of Yao Ming. Has he gone up or not? He's actually come down again. Wow, okay, so he's back down to being a buy now, when over the weekend he actually went up just over that. So, I don't know, part of me thinks it's just to sell up everything now because, like I said, this All-Star Weekend content could be fantastic. It could also be dreadful, but it could be fantastic. So you know what? I think I'm going to put my Yao up. It does have a diamond shoe. Did I have a diamond 3-point shoe on him? I can't actually remember. Let's just take a look. I do have a diamond 3-point shoe on him. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So we're definitely going to put this one up for a 100k bid. Definitely not going to put a buy now on him. We're going to put him up and we're going to see how much he fetches from auction. Like I said, I do think now is a good time to sell before All-Star content comes out, because if there are loads and loads of really high-rated cards, everyone else is going to sell these lower-rated cards, and then obviously the prices will just keep coming down. Shaq is not someone I'm going to be selling, even though his price is a little bit lower than what we paid for him. I still think he is so good. He's so dominant. He was integral in our 12-0 run, so I'm definitely not going to be selling him anytime soon. These guys aren't really worth much. Marc Gasol obviously is an Evo. Lamar Odom's not going anywhere. We do have the Diamond Giannis. Let's take a look at his price today. So 38k right there, not bad. If I can get 40k for him, I'll be very happy. Because don't forget, he was just from the weekly wheel spin. Like, that much from just a weekly wheel spin is fantastic. So it looks like if we put him up for 38k, and if he sells for 38, I think I'm going to be pretty happy with that. I don't think he'd go up too much during the rest of the year. He's already obviously got another diamond card. He's obviously got the pink diamond card as well. So he's got quite a lot, and he did actually drop a ridiculous game the other day. So like 30 and 20 or something like that, I think. Don't hold me to that, but I think he did. So he might be getting another moments card this week if 2K ever actually wakes up and actually puts any cards onto or into the game, but for the time being, Giannis for 37k, not bad at all. Other than that, we've just got our investments that I am not looking at selling just yet because I don't think their prices have changed at all. There's not many Sydney Moncriefs up, to be fair. We've got a couple of George Micans in the auction house as well, but again, his price hasn't really changed. Who else do we have lots of? We've got plenty of David Thompsons, who we bought for under 20k. I think we paid 18k for them, which isn't bad. Looks like we can already make some good profit off of him. We should be able to get like 24-ish k for him per card. Not bad at all. I think we've got some mark prices as well. He's about 45k. I don't think there's anyone else. We have David Thompson, Mark Price, Sidney Moncrief, and George Mikan. So nobody else there ready to be sold just yet. So the team we have got, I have put Moses Malone into the starting lineup for this game, just to see what he's like. We're going to give him a go. I'm not expecting crazy things. Obviously, I've been using Shaq, so my bar is really high. My expectations are really high. He's got to perform so well to get the big diesel out of the squad. But if he performs semi-well, then he will go onto the bench as my backup centre. So hopefully he does well today. And then there is actually another player that I'm looking at picking up and adding in today, and that is Landry Fields. Now, I've had a lot of things from you guys in the comments, and of course DBG as well. He raves about this guy so much. So we are going to compare him to the, who are we going to compare it to? Lance Stevenson, there we go. So 6'7" versus 6'5". Lance Stevenson has better badges by far. In terms of the stats, Lance Stevenson has the better, basically everything in terms of shooting, the better ball handling. Landry Fields has +10 on interior D, but that's not really relevant. Rebounding goes to Lance, and speed goes to Lance as well. So I'm not too sure about Landry Fields, to be honest. I have heard really good things about him, but for the fact that Lance Stevenson is there looking so much better, I don't think I can actually warrant paying out 20k. I know I've got a 1 million and I can easily afford it, but I don't think there is any need to. So we're going to jump into the game, hopefully get a few more points for Jeremy Lin for his Evos, but more importantly, hopefully Moses Malone can perform quite well. Now, obviously, we don't need to go 12-0. We don't need to win any more games. I did tweet out yesterday to Robbie at 2Bros Gaming saying that there should be some sort of selection system. So if you go 12-0 twice, you select which player you want, because I need the Diamond Larry Bird and the Pink Diamond Dirk. I don't need another Pink Diamond Clyde if I go 12-0 again, but that is what we're going to have to do if we get it. So I did tweet out, it didn't get interacted with, so I don't think he saw it, and he doesn't follow me, so I can't DM him either. So sadly, I don't think that's something we're ever going to get. So looks like you can only go 12-0 once in a month, and after that, it is completely useless, which really does suck. But let's see who we're going to face today. Alright, opponent has been found, and he has got a ridiculous team. Alright, Pink Diamond, Lillard, T-Mac, Melo, Giannis, and Shaq. Okay, Shaq against Moses Malone. That is not going to be an easy matchup. That is an absolutely ridiculous team, isn't it? Galaxy Opal Ray Allen as well. So this guy is balling with MT as well. He's got Harden down there. He's not the best defensively, but Derrick Rose, a fantastic card. Tim Duncan as well. That is a strong team. Well, if Moses Malone is going to have a debut and going to show off, he's going to have to do it against Shaq, which is not going to be easy at all. And this is actually Jeremy Lin's first game as a starter as well, so we'll get all of our offensive settings in right there, and then we will draw a foul straight away. So definitely going to try and use Moses Malone in the pick and roll and the pick and fade, because he does have a good mid-range, and obviously he does have a pretty decent three-pointer as well. Oh, that was unlucky, wasn't it? That was unlucky. He gets the stop right there, and somehow that goes right past Paul Millsap's head. All right, not to worry at all. So Moses Malone did mess up a little bit on that. Well, I don't know, he didn't really mess up, did he? But is this guy going to on-ball or off-ball? He is going to on-ball, which is good. And we've got Jeremy Lin inside to Giannis for our first bucket of the game. And that means we can get our defensive settings in, stay home, and then we don't want to run in transition. We want to crash the glass. There we go. Now, he's got a Pink Diamond Giannis as well. Of course, a fantastic card. That is way too deep. Moses Malone gets his first rebound of the game, and he actually does feel pretty nice and quick out here. We're going to go inside to Giannis. Really nice ball movement right there. Not sure why Giannis didn't slam it down, but you know what? Not going to complain at all. So the Hall of Fame box did light up for Moses Malone, which is good. And this guy is jacking the threes. Giannis grabs that board. We're going to go inside to Moses Malone. Who, oh, okay, the buttons just do not work, do they? And that is very annoying. And look at the speed of Giannis. That was meant to be a pump fake. What has he done there then? Why has he done that? I don't know. But we do not get the steal. Okay, that sucks. Right, Moses Malone, come on. Okay, so let's go for a pick and fade for the first time in this game. Moses Malone, what are you doing? What in the world are you doing? I don't know. We've got Giannis open. We did have Giannis open, but Moses Malone, what are you doing? What is that game? Why is that a thing? Why is that an animation? And tell me how Giannis was behind or in front. Oh, I don't even know. This game, man, is so annoying sometimes. He's going to get the open shot with Giannis. He hasn't actually taken it. That's a bad shot. Moses Malone gets the board over Shaq. A good lad. Don't want to force it into Moses Malone, obviously. I swear to God, how has he missed that? He is wide open. And he's gone ahead and taken that shot. That is a bad shot. And Moses Malone gets called for goaltending. All right, so first couple of minutes of this game have been absolutely horrendous. Moses Malone doing the dumbest stuff on the defensive end. Things are just going wrong everywhere. And is he going to finally set a screen? He is. Okay, well done. And we're going to take the open jump shot with Jeremy Lin, who is going to brick that. All right, very nice indeed. Okay, pick and fade this time with Moses Malone. Let's see if he connects. He has. We've got him wide open for three. First jump shot for Moses Malone. And he's going to knock down the three. Okay, that is a pretty nice release. A little bit quicker than I was expecting it to be. So I definitely need to let go of that a little bit sooner. But that felt good. And he knocks down his first three of the game. Right, Moses Malone with a fantastic mismatch right here. We're going to bully our way inside. And we are going to put that one up and in. 5 points and 3 boards so far for Moses Malone. Not bad at all. He's a little bit far behind the play right here, but it doesn't matter. His speed is pretty nice, and he's there on the defensive end with his 4th rebound of this one already. So defensively, he's looking pretty good, and Giannis on the other end comes in, slams it down, and this guy needs a timeout. I think that's an 8-0 run for us or something like that, but Moses Malone, not bad at all. Definitely going to do a couple more pick and fades because I don't think this guy is defending them all that well. Stamina-wise, he's on 77, not bad at all. Alright, time for another pick and fade with Moses Malone. He does connect on it perfectly, and he goes for the mid-range. It's not green, and he does go ahead and brick it again slightly late, but he gets the steal. Good lad, takes it inside for the slam, and gets his takeover already, which is awesome. I can't actually get him into the frame right here to see what his takeover is. What is it? We'll just try and get him back into the frame here. So he does get the glass clean takeover, as pretty much everyone else does this year, basically. But it's not a bad takeover to have, not at all. And he has got his bench his bench centre in, which is going to be Tim Duncan. Moses Malone gets the stop and draws the foul. He is looking really nice, and this guy is not happy about that. So we're on fire, so you know we've got to go to him again. We're going to go for another pick and fade, and he is wide open again. It's not green, and he's bricked it. Really? A full white that's that wide open? We go ahead and brick it? That sucks. That is great defense, though. And that's an and one? Really? Jesus. All right, Derrick Rose flies out. Shaq would not have let that go in, that is for sure. I'm 100% confident in that. Shaq would have stopped that shot. So, yeah, Moses Malone, he is obviously not going to be comparable to Shaq that much. What we're going to do here, we're going to go inside to Moses Malone, kick it out into the corner, pull Millsap for 3. It's our first green light of the game, and Moses Malone kicks it out to get an assist in this one. Very nice. We're not going to force it to him every possession down. We are still going to be sharing the ball as much as we can. He's running that same play again for Ray Allen. He's bricked it though, and Moses Malone gets the board. We're going to push this one up to Galaxy Opal Brandon Roy. We're going to take the 3. We're going to hit the 3. There we go. Wasn't green, but Galaxy Opal Brandon Roy still manages to get it to go. Can we get a cheeky little steal here? Yes, we can with Moses Malone. Well done. He gets his body in the way, and that gives us a nice little lead at the end of the first. That's another rebound for Moses Malone. He's got 7 boards in this one. We've got someone wide open in the corner. It's Brandon Roy, and he's made another white. Okay, you'd love to see that. But Moses Malone, absolutely killing on the rebounds. He feels very nice, very athletic. He's got a really good vertical. And he is not getting out-rebounded by Tim Duncan or the Shaq when the guy or my opponent had him in the squad. We're going to get our hands up there. Giannis gets a steal on that one. I did have my hands with Moses Malone. And then Brandon Roy is going to come in and get absolutely swatted. I did think he'd just be able to throw that one down, but Blake is very athletic. So probably should have taken that and gone in with Moses Malone instead. So we'll draw him out. And look at the computer. What is it doing? Come here. Pick and fade. There we go. Moses Malone. He's actually come over and left Galaxy Opal Brandon Roy wide open. It's not white. It's a full white glitch. Moses Malone couldn't quite get that one, but we do get the steal. Moses Malone is going to pass that one out to Jeremy Lin for the moving mid-range, and he's going to knock that one down. So that is 7-7 and 4 for Moses Malone in this one. Oh, and there's another steal. And we're just going to take the mid-range, and we are going to break the mid-range. A little bit contested. Probably shouldn't have taken that, but he's got another steal. I don't believe it, guys. We're going to go to Paul Millsap, who's not going to hit the jump shot. Oh, God. What are these shots? I do not know. I can only apologise for how bad these releases are. Giannis meet James Harden at the rim, draws the foul. All right, we're up by 10 somehow. I didn't even notice the score, but we're up by 10. We've got so many steals with Moses Malone. He has been everywhere, but we've gone back to having really, really bad releases, and I can only apologise for that. We had a couple of games where we actually shot really, really well, and we are not going to be able to go inside against Shaq right there. So let's try again and get a pick and fade. We just did a pick and roll, so he might not be expecting it, and yeah, he's now off-balling, which actually really does suck. Okay, so Moses Malone is very tired, obviously, so I'm going to get a Shaq in, give him a little bit of a breather. But other than that, I don't really want to take anybody else out of the squad, to be fair. That is great defense from Moses Malone, and he gets the rebound over Shaq. That is what I wanted to see. Good lad. We've got Brandon Roy cutting, and we've got Millsap in the corner for 3. It's full white glitch. That absolutely sucks. You hate to see it. Full white glitch right there. He's going to go into Shaq. You knew that was coming. I pressed square. But sadly, Jeremy is just a little bit too short to actually be able to get that one. So not to worry right there, but that was to be expected. So yeah, this guy really sucks. I wasn't even too fussed about winning this one, but now I really do want to win it because he is just camping with the off-ball, and we get another steal with Moses Malone. Not quite. We are so close to so many of these steals with Moses. We get another steal with Millsap. That's a risky pass. It's worked, and we got Brandon Roy coming inside. Moses Malone is absolutely killing it. Paul Millsap, reassess your life. Why are you out there? I don't know, but you're going to breeze past Blake Griffin, and that is us up by 8. And now I am motivated to win this game. I wasn't fussed about winning, but now this guy wants to just camp in the paint or camp on the corner. I definitely want to get the dub in this one. And Moses Malone is now going to get a bit of a breather while he gets a little bit more stamina, and Shaq can come in and hopefully continue to dominate. Alright, we're going to get the last shot of the quarter. We fast-forwarded a little bit here because not much was happening. And Giannis cuts back door. Fantastic work from Giannis, putting us back up by 10 in this one. This guy has stuck religiously to his off-ball. That is, I know it's Dame, but still, not going to make that. This guy is stuck religiously to his off-ball. Hasn't played on-ball for a single minute in that second quarter, it felt like. So I was still very motivated to get the dub in this one. We will bring back in Moses Malone. We've got a couple of other bench guys out here. We've got Baron Davis on the floor, Lance Stevenson, and Lamar Odom, but they've been doing pretty solidly in that second quarter, so I'm going to keep them out here for the time being. Baron Davis actually getting some nice steals. He's going to come inside with Dame, and he got us in the air. I don't think Malone has Hall of Fame pogo stick. I mean, I definitely pressed triangle there, and he didn't seem to want to go back up, so that is a thing that Shaq definitely has over him. He does connect on the screen very nicely, but as you can see, this guy is not really playing ball, so we're just going to cut back to all with Lamar Odom. Hold that pause as well. Sucks to suck, my guy. That is what you get for just sitting down in the corner and not even paying attention. Okay, Malone open for 3. It's a full white glitch again. That really does suck. And again, we were so close on getting a steal right there. It's going to go inside to Giannis. We do get the steal right there. My hands have been absolutely perfect in this game. And Moses Malone running the floor. 9 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists in his debut. That is pretty damn impressive, not going to lie. Going up against Pink Diamond Shaq as well. You really cannot complain about that. Tim Duncan against Moses Malone. This is a good test of his defensive abilities. He gives away the foul right there. I felt like we defended that pretty well right until the last second. And then we gave away the foul. But Shaq's coming inside against him. Tim Duncan's coming inside against him. And he's not been bullied too badly. He has been back down. I think that is just due to his height. 6'11". He's not 6'10", sorry. He's not massive. This guy, again, he comes on ball for a split second. And then he decides that he doesn't want it. Moses Malone, again, it's not green. We need to catch a green at one point in this game with Moses Malone, but he hits a jump shot there with his mid-range, which is very high. We give up an open 3 to T-Mac, which he bricks, which is awesome. We're going to go over to Lance Stevenson, who's come inside. You literally cocked that back in the perfect position for Blake Griffin to get the block. Why has he done that then? Why has he done that? I do not know. But anyway, we still retain possession, so I can't complain too much. I hate how the game does that. Why can I not call for pick and fade when it's like that? I don't know, but we're going to try and get him lost in the screen right here. We've got Moses Malone open again. It's not green, but he's going to knock it down. All right, Moses Malone is hitting at a high clip. That's his double-double as well. And we still haven't even greened a shot with him, so things can only get better from here. Moses Malone gets another steal. This guy is an absolute stealing machine, and we have got a very favourable mismatch down here. Let's just go in here, get him inside, and get fouled, and go to the line for the first time in this game, so we'll see what his free throw is like. Let's take a look. That's not bad, and we greenlight the first one, up by 14 now, against this guy, who I imagine isn't too happy. Sucks to suck, my guy. Actually learned to play on ball for once. So green light in that first one's actually got us his takeover for the second time in the game, and he goes ahead and knocks down the second one as well. So 17 points, 10 boards, and 5 assists in this one, but yet to hit a green light, which we definitely need to do by the end of this one. This guy is running a couple of plays, really not many, and the ones he is actually doing, he's not even doing well, and he's not even being able to get these ones to go either. We got, who is it? Moses Malone inside. Oh, I pressed triangle for an alley-oop. Oh, I think I pressed it once instead of double tapping it, so that is kind of my bad. I definitely did choke that. We are in the passing lanes everywhere today. We are absolutely killing this. Inside to Giannis, up and down from Giannis. Nope, he's going to brick that, and we're going to go out into the corner, and we're going to go back out into the other corner for Giannis, who has bricked it. Moses Malone can't quite get that one to go. So again, our releases have been so bad in this game. I can only apologise. Surely they can only get better throughout the entirety of the rest of this game. And this guy is now inside. He's going to take that one up, and he's going to brick it. And who else with the board but Moses Malone? And he's going back to the line. Moses Malone, we're going to need you to be big here. We're going to need you to be big here. That was some bad lag. And he's managed to hit it through the little lag spike as well, right at the shot clock buzzer. 21 and 11 for Moses Malone in this one. Absolutely killing it. And we haven't really been forcing it too much with him. He gets a little shot there and he bricks out. So we're up by 17 against another ridiculous squad. We are just absolutely killing it. We're on such a good run of form lately. It is insane. Let's see how Moses Malone can do in this fourth quarter. Great defense from Moses Malone. But for some reason, he's jumped way under that. But look at the speed. Oh, I'm on absolute fire today. And Galaxy Opal Brandon Roy with the mid-range is going to break that. Okay, so defensively, I'm on fire. Interceptions, I'm on fire. But jump shots, I am not doing good. But that steal from Giannis was a joke. And he gets wide open with Galaxy Opal Ray Allen. He's actually gone ahead and bricked it, but Melo with the tip in. Pick and roll, and with the alley-oop, Moses Malone flies in. Hall of Fame brick wall. Popping up very nicely right there. And that is 27 in the game for him. Against Pink Diamond Shaq for the majority as well. That is not a good shot. Can we get the board? Of course Moses Malone can. Of course he can. Rebounds just seem to levitate to him. It's fantastic. And he's inside for the mid-range, and it's finally a green light. It is about damn time. He's shooting 55% from the floor. Not great, not going to lie, but we are obviously taking quite a lot of shots with him. No, we're not forcing it particularly. That is great defense from Moses Malone. I'm actually really liking this card, not going to lie. Brandon Roy with a little bit of space, not too much, but he doesn't need too much. He's going to knock down the three. That puts us back up by 20. And this one, yeah, this one is over. Moses Malone for another alley-oop over Shaq. Over Shaq like he wasn't even there. 31 and 14. This is insane. What a debut. Is this going to be another rebound? Not quite. Giannis is going to steal that one, but we're not going to be mad about that, obviously. We're going to get for another pick and fade. We've done a couple of pick and rolls now in a row. So we're going to go for a pick and fade. Lillard is there, and that did put me off a little bit. I definitely shouldn't have been put off right there, should I? Definitely should have just followed through with that. We do have a mismatch here. I don't know why I've called for the screen. I should have just taken the mismatch, but we're going to take it inside with him. And we're going to get blocked by Shaq. All right, well, that was going to happen, wasn't it? Fair enough. He's going to kick that one. But, oh, he's not. All right, take it in. Doesn't matter. 20-point blowout win in this one. Moses Malone on his debut absolutely killed it. And that is going to be the end of the game. A 21-point win in the end against this ridiculously good squad. And we made it look like light work. This guy had Galaxy Opal Ray Allen, so you know he has spent a lot on this game. Or spent a lot of time on it. Of course, we could have Ray Allen locked in at this point, but I don't think that's a good way to spend your NT. But yeah, Moses Malone, actually really impressive. Obviously, offensively, we were kind of running everything through him with pick and rolls and pick and fades, but defensively, he was just killing it. That Hall of Fame rebound chaser was popping up all the time. He was getting some good stops, and yeah, Shaq didn't really do anything. So in terms of the box score, we got 13 of 27 from the floor, 1 of 5 from 3, but I was jacking up a couple at the end there, which didn't really count in garbage time, but 4 steals, 5 assists, 14 rebounds and 31 points. Very impressive. Giannis also with 5 and 4 in the assists and the steals. Jeremy Lin had just 4 points, but he had 8 assists. Everyone was really good. So I shot awfully. Where am I? I'm over there. 36% from 3, 49% from the floor. That is horrendous. But we forced this guy into 16 turnovers and we got 15 steals. I was absolutely killing it in terms of reading the plays. We were perfect from the line. So yeah, a very bad game offensively, but defensively a very, very good game. So very happy with that. That brings our winning streak up to 13. So let's see how far we can take that during the rest of this month. But for now, let's jump into some comments from yesterday's 2 videos. So the first one is going to be from Packers fan, who says, for my triple threat online squad, I have Pink Diamond Giannis and T-Mac. I have 300k, so who do you think is the best option? I was thinking Pink Diamond Larry Bird. I would say Diamond Lamar Odom, to be honest. I think Diamond Lamar Odom is as good as those other cards that you mentioned, and we have sold Giannis for 38,000 MT there. Not bad at all. For the end of the week, little reward, 38k. Thank you very much indeed, 2k. Alright, I think that rhymed. That was weird. Anyway, we move on. Max Murray says, hi JD, when do you think they will drop another Spotlight series? Well, it hasn't been confirmed that they're doing a Spotlight Series 3. I will be absolutely... I'll be so disappointed if they don't. But if they do, which I hope they do, it should be this Tuesday or this Friday. And if it's not this week, then it's not looking good. So I really hope they drop something. Like I said, tomorrow, if I'm being very optimistic. But if not, then Friday, hopefully. All right, next up, Saruha says, is it a good idea to snipe diamond contracts on Xbox? They go for 15k right now, and I spent about 30 minutes and managed to pick up a total of 5 for 45,000 MT. Planning on selling when they go up this week. I'd definitely say diamond contracts are a very good investment. We've seen throughout this entire year that they come down to 13, 14, 15k, and then they go right back up to over 20,000 MT. So you're going to be making a good profit on each card, especially if you're sniping a couple of them for like 10k, then I'll definitely say it is worth it. And that's why I've got 7 of them sitting in my squad, in my club, because I reckon when it hits 20k again, I'll definitely be selling them up and making some big profit. Jaden Winfield, who's better, Pink Diamond Marbury or Pink Diamond Jeremy Lin? I would say Jeremy Lin without a doubt. So if we just come over to the team right here, obviously we've only got Jeremy Lin at the diamond level at the moment, so he is going to get significantly better, but already he has got 37 gold and 9 Hall of Fame compared to the 32 gold and 20 Hall of Fame. In terms of the stats, Stephen Marbury has a post game, which is pretty irrelevant. Other than that, pretty even. He does have the plus 10 driving dunk, which is big. Passing is to Stephen Marbury, but Jeremy Lin does get boosted in his Evo. In terms of defensively, again, Jeremy Lin is going to get a boost. I think he goes up to Hall of Fame clamps, which is very nice. And speed-wise, Jeremy Lin gets a boost and to lateral quickness as well. And the big problem with Stephen Marbury is his stamina, 88. It doesn't sound that low, but it definitely is a problem out on the floor, and you will notice it. Next up, we got a comment from DBG, who said, 12-0, but 0-2 against me. You're slacking, so I definitely am. But we definitely need to get in another game. I'm not going 0-3. I'm not being swept this year, that is for sure. I am very confident in my abilities now. Well, I wouldn't say very confident, but we've got 12-0, so that's a nice little confidence boost. I think my team is just so good that it makes me feel better. We are going to bring Shaq back into the starting lineup right there. But yeah, if you guys want to see a rematch against DBG, our 3rd game of the year, let me know down below. I definitely want to make it happen. I'm sure he does as well, so let me know if you guys want to see it as well. Peter comes in and says, there's a lot of Maurice Lucases on the auction house. Should I buy 1 or 2 and see if he'll go up in price? So he is part of the Legacy Showcase Series 2, I believe. He is. I do think this card will go up in price. I think it's about 25k at the moment. There's not actually that many up on the auction house, so 34k is the cheapest at the moment. I would definitely say he is a card to invest in. I think all of the legacy players are good investments. I think they will all go up when the token market is updated next time. Alright, we move on into the comments we go, and we have from Evan, I have about 200k and I can sell my cards in my collection. Should I go for Pink Diamond Giannis? Yes, it's not even a question. Get Giannis. This card is ridiculous. If there was one player on this team that I wouldn't sub out for an entire game, the one player that I just wouldn't take out, it would be Giannis. I'd take out Galaxy for Brandon Roy before I took out Giannis. That is how good that card is. So yeah, you definitely need to get him, get a diamond contract on him, get a diamond shoe on him, and you are going to be having that card for the rest of the year, which is awesome. Des Days says, I sniped a ton of heat checks for going for 1,000 MT today. When do I sell them? I think wait a couple of weeks and their price should go back up. You don't want to sell them on the days that new Moments cards comes out, because heat check packs actually do include Moments cards. So people might be rocking or ripping the heat check packs. So definitely just make sure that there's no new Moments cards when you are looking to sell him. All right, we move on. Thomas the Boss says, I just got Giannis, and when I sell the players, I'll have 420k. Should I go for Brandon Roy or nah? Yes, you definitely should. Brandon Roy and Giannis are so good. You really, really do need to go for them. Z says, I hope the mystery unlimited player is a Galaxy Opal, Lamar Odom, or Chris Bosh. Which player would you like it to be? So he is talking, of course, about the second player of the month set award, who is a mystery player, of course. Who would I like it to be? I don't really have a preference, to be fair. I haven't really thought about who I want it to be. I just want it to be someone good. This Dr. J isn't really used by anyone. I know DBG has him and doesn't use him. He uses people like Amethyst Lance Stevenson or the Landry Fields over him. So as long as it's someone that's usable, someone like the Giannis, someone like the Brandon Roy, someone that's actually going to stay in our squads for quite some time, that is who I'd hope it would be. So I don't know. We've got a long way to wait until we actually get to that card, though. So yeah, nothing to worry about just yet. All right, we move on. TJC Bomb says, Pink Diamond Wilt is a budget Shaq and is really good. So let's take a look at Wilt, and we can, of course, compare him to... where are we? We can compare him to our Shaq. So let's have a look at these two guys. So 7'1", 7'1", 20 Hall of Fame badges against 3. So that really shows that the older Pink Diamonds are really outdated already. He does have the post fade over Shaq big time. The mid-range and shooting's pretty much the same. Dunking goes to Shaq. Passing goes to Shaq. Defensively goes to Shaq, big time on the perimeter. Rebounding about the same, and speed about the same, but 59 lateral quickness for Wilt is pretty bad. But like I say, as a budget option, I guess is not bad, but I would say that it's much better to actually save up for 120-ish K to buy Shaq than to buy Wilt for 40k. I don't think it is worth doing that. I think Shaq is so much better that if you can save up, I would definitely recommend it. Next up, Big Shot Bob says, I don't have enough MT to get to Brandon Roy. In your opinion, which players are most similar to him? So I would say the Diamond Vince Carter, Diamond Kobe. Who else is there? There's a couple of other players out there, but there's some good options out there. Obviously, Pink Diamond T-Mac, but if you don't have enough MT for Brandon Roy, I assume you don't have enough for T-Mac. And even the people like the Pink Diamond DeRozan, again, that's a very good card. And those three are around 100k, obviously not T-Mac. Talking about Vince, Kobe, and DeRozan. They're about 100k, so they're not too expensive, so you should definitely go and pick those guys up. Owen says, love the vids, you should definitely get Pink Diamond Chris Bosh. His release is amazing. So I did have a little look at him yesterday, and I said I might look at picking him up. I don't think I want to pay this much for him. I don't want to pay really on about 150k. I want to pay about 130 tops for this card. It has been out a while. It is obviously a little bit outdated, but it is still a very good card, and I reckon I could have some fun with it. But speed-wise, not great. 75 speed, 69 lateral quickness. At this point in the game, when everyone's running around with Giannis's, it's not great to have a card with that speed. So probably going to hold off for the time being, see what cards they release at All-Star Weekend. If they release some good stuff that aren't power forwards, then I'll probably pick up Bosh. But if they release some good power forwards, then I'll probably have to go for them. Next up, King Explosion Murder says, move Odom to backup power forward and get Hidu for backup small forward. I definitely will. Not really too much of a fan of Jaren Jackson Jr., to be honest. But I do just need a Hidu to come up on the market that I actually want to pick up, one that isn't too expensive. And then Alex is next up, says, is Antoine Walker worth buying and evolving and then selling him? I would definitely say so. I had quite a lot of fun evoing him up. He's a lot more fun to use than Marc Gasol, let me tell you that. Gasol feels so slow. I'm really not enjoying evoing him, but I've got to do it for the MT. Yeah, Antoine Walker is good. You can make about 60 to 70k off of evoing him, which is a nice bit of MT. Alright, on to the last couple of comments today. And the first one is going to be from Max again, who says, JD, I bought a couple of heat check players for about 1.8k. When shall I sell them? Again, like I said earlier, a couple of weeks. Wait for No Moments cards in packs as well, and you should be good. And then Will King says you should pick up Pink Diamond Bird. He is a god, and his release is as good as Brandon Roy, and he can easily make your triple threat online squad. So let's take a look at Larry Bird. Let's try and remember what set he's in. Where is Larry Bird going to be then? He is over here in the Flash 2 set. There you go, I knew it was someone. 200k for Larry Bird? Oh, I don't know about that. He would be great to play with. He is a fantastic card, obviously, but for 200k, I'm not sure I want to pay it on a card. Like, I guess he does have loads of Hall of Fame, though. 19 Hall of Fame, so it's not bad. So him and Chris Bosh I will definitely consider in the next couple of days. But fingers crossed we actually get some content tomorrow, guys. Fingers crossed. So that's going to be it for today's video. As usual, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.